Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 14 of my full platinum walkthrough for Bloodborne. Right, Chalice Dungeons again. We're doing the second one. This time we're doing Central Pthumerian Labyrinth. So the one we did previously was just Pthumerian Labyrinth, the top one. We got the materials we need to do this one. We got 6 of the Ritual Blood level 2. And we got the chalice itself. So looking at the chalice, if you go to the third graveyard now, you can start a new chalice, one for each one. If you look at chalices, some of them say share fixed dungeon in the middle there. These are the ones that are always the same. So if you look at root chalice, it doesn't say it. So the one we need is the bottom one of the 3 there. You should have. I don't actually have enough blood echoes here, so I just need to get a few more of those because they do cost blood echoes as well as materials. So Central Pthumeru Chalice, whatever, the Central Pthumerian Labyrinth, that's the one we want. So it'll cost 6 Ritual Blood level 2, and we're going to go into there to get the next chalice, which is at the end of this one, which is the lower Pthumerian Labyrinth chalice, and we also need 9 Ritual Blood level 3. We will be finding all 9. I will show you the exact locations, but you can get them as random drops from enemies as well. If you have the Eye Rune as well, the top one that you get for killing Master Willem in Bergenworth. Well, it's not the top one, but it's the best one we can get right now. That's going to help with materials. So you definitely will have, but you'll definitely have enough anyway, but just for other things. So yeah, you're going to just notice that it's going to be pretty much the same sort of, well, not layout, but the same rooms all connected together in a different layout. So yeah, you're going to recognise these rooms as from the previous video. If you watched the previous one, a lot of the same rooms. There are newer enemies, there are newer rooms as well now and again, but for the most part it is just the same rooms over and over and over, just in different configurations and different enemy layouts and things like that, and that's pretty much Chalice Dungeons, I'm afraid. So these now are slightly more difficult enemies. They're still dying in one hit, these ones, but we are getting to where it's slightly more difficult. It's not drastically difficult at this point, but from the previous one it is a bit more difficult. So yeah, 3 layers to this place again. We've got 3 different bosses to go at. Nothing particularly of interest in this first layer. There's no Ritual Blood level 3 or anything, although you may get it as a rare drop from some of the enemies. Not the little ones, they don't really drop the Ritual Blood, it's the sort of bigger ones that will do it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, I'm afraid. Yeah, lots of the same. Like, you recognise this room probably. We were in this in the previous video, but it's dark this time. Just the one enemy in the middle there, you can see him with the poison arrows, or knives should I say. Yeah, don't know why I'm using this sword. I haven't got it configured properly at all. It's still got the fire gem on it and everything, but mainly just use the axe. Yeah, I don't know why I'm watching for these guys. These guys are easy now, although I do miss, but never mind. So yeah, in there, we'll go in there in a moment. There is actually some Ritual Blood level 2, you can see it in the bottom corner there, level 2. We don't actually need that anymore, but it's there. The switch we need is in here. So once we've done this, we can go and do the bosses. The bosses in this one are fairly straightforward. They are sort of enemies you would expect to see in the open world as well. We have fought one of them before, but 2 of them kind of become, well, one of them becomes an enemy in later dungeons, and then the third final one we will see in another dungeon as well. You're going to want to practice parrying as well on at least 2 of them, because yeah, you're going to see the final one, it does not go well. I'm not sure if that's a switch in the middle. I think it might be, so just don't step on that middle bit there. Yeah, so it's not necessary to come in here, but it's just a quick detour. Ritual Blood 2 times 2, we don't actually need this, but if you ever need to do this ritual for whatever reason again, you will need the 6 Ritual Blood level 2 again. So yeah, you can remove rituals once they're done, chalices once they're done, or you can just continue up the sort of stairs and add more chalices. keep them all open, which is what we'll do. I think, yeah, we'll have to close one towards the end. We'll just close the first one and replace that with the last one. So in we go and do the boss. Again, there's side areas, none in this first layer, but there's going to be a side area in layer 2 and 3. That's where the good stuff is. So this boss is the Beast-Possessed Soul, which is this guy. We fought him in the bottom of the Upper Cathedral Ward. You remember the big drop we did? There was a werewolf-type creature. Well, he's not really, he's a goat, isn't he? Down there, that's this guy again. Fire. He does do a grab. You're going to see it shortly. I think he tries to do it. If he gets you with the grab, he will get blood strength, which is not good. There, that's the grab, I think. So if he grabs you with that, yeah, that was a bit of a close one, but there you go. He's simple enough. He's just a normal enemy, almost. Yeah, with the grab, if he does that, he'll go into sort of a rage and do a lot of damage, so be aware of that and kill him quickly. I mean, you can kill him fairly quickly. I think it's 4 charge R2s will take him down, so yeah, just watch out for his fire. He can do a lot of fire attacks as well. If you stay far away, he'll start doing things like that. But up close, just dodge out the way and hit him. That's pretty much it. So yeah, we're going into layer 2 now, but before we go into it, there's actually a side area before this one. So we're going to go and do this first. There's actually going to be some of the ritual blood we need. New enemies in here, scorpions. I always forget, well, the first one I encounter as well, is that they explode there. You see that little explosion once they die. So once you kill them, dodge away, because there's going to be a little poison explosion. It's not drastically painful or anything, it's just a little bit of a fast poison on there. Yeah, so this is a new room. We've not seen this one, so that's nice. There is a bridge above me as well. We'll be dropping down there in a minute, or on the way back, should I say. There is a blob here, so slowly go under and let it drop down. And hit it with something with fire. We'll kill it in one go if you've got that. A rat as well, don't know where that came from. Was not ready for that at all. Yeah, it's very straightforward. It may look very imposing and like you're going to get lost a lot, but the areas are relatively small. It's just because you're seeing the same areas over and over again, it seems like you're getting lost, descending into madness. Or maybe you are, I don't know. So here we are, we're getting into the area now. You can see there's a chest. That's our target. There is, I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but there's a lot of sort of scrambling around me. That's why you see me kind of doing weird movements, because I think there's an enemy. I know there's one there that gets up, but they're actually above, but they've been awoken already, which is weird. Yeah, ritual blood, so that's what we need. So that's 3 of the 9 we need down. There are 10 in definite places we can get, plus you're going to get some from rare drops, random drops, hopefully. Yeah, I'm getting hit by poison knives there as well. So yeah, we're at the bridge now, so we're above where we were before. There we go, there's a random drop. So you should get it. If you have the eye rune, it's going to help as well. I'm just looking as well for this noise. I don't know if you can hear it, probably can't, but there's definitely a noise going on. It's actually the dogs and things above. We're going to get the Hintertomb Chalice now. That is one we don't actually need to go to, but if you want to do more of these, then it's in here and you can grab it if you want. This switch I'm doing here, it's not really that necessary. It just drops the bridge down. I mean, great. We could just drop down and get home that way. It's still the same direction. Yeah, so this is all the noise I could hear. It's a room full of things. Straightforward enough though, because they are obviously one-hit kills, all of them. So it's not going to be too bad. You can get a big group of them with this weapon, obviously. There is a big guy in here. You're going to see him charge me. I'm going to run in to... he knows I'm there already. He's straight on me. He should be in the corner. There is a guy behind me as well. So you can see there is a chest and that's where the Hintertomb Chalice is if you want it. But if not, just leave this room and ignore it completely, then you don't have to fight all these guys. There, actually empty now. Oh no, one more. There we go. Right, done. Yeah, I did say I wouldn't be doing too many side areas if we don't need it. Like this we don't need, but this is literally right there. If there's a secret area that doesn't have anything we need at all, I'll completely skip it. No need to do any extra running around in these places. Right, let's go and do area 2 finally. So yeah, I'm going to just drop down. There's nothing actually up here, so there's not really a reason for the bridge. I don't know why I completely run past this item. I don't see it. I don't even know it's there. It's just a random drop from one of the scorpions, but I don't understand how I missed that. Never mind. Right, let's go and do number 2. So there aren't actually any ritual blood in this area, so it's a case of just run for the switch and get out. Lots of lamps, of course. Yeah, enjoy it while it's easy. Enjoy these while they're easy with the one-hit kills and the fairly simple enemies. I don't saying all that making you sound like it's going to be terrible. It's not that bad. It's not, but it does sort of scale. Well, it doesn't scale up, should I say. It is going to be more towards your level by the time we finish this. And by the time we finish, there's a random drop as well. By the time we finish the Chalice Dungeons, you should be round about level 120, something like that. So, yeah. They'll be testing your patience at that level, so never mind. Doing them at level 80 or whatever we are now. So I just cleared that room because we're going to do the drop down afterwards. These you need to watch out for. These, I don't think they're witches. I don't know what they are. They're just sort of mages, pyromancers. They have long legs as well, which is weird. There you can see them. They're just sort of crouched down. They can one-hit you, so do not get close to them. Strafe around them by dodging. They do sort of a series of 3 blasts of fire. Then you want to be behind them. Don't run straight into them head on, because they will do like a wall of fire, and if it does get you, you're dead. Yeah. So definitely watch out for those. That's a bad placement as well, putting them at the top of the ladder there. Sneaky. So just come in here because there is fire paper. It's always going to come in handy, and it's relatively expensive now if to buy it from the messenger bath. So yeah, it's always good to have lots of paper, bolt and fire. And now we'll go and open the switch up. It's nice that these guys are so easy as well now. I just don't understand what they were thinking putting these challenge dungeons in the game. I don't know. It didn't need it. Did it? No, it didn't. Anyway, here's the switch. And I've cleared the way back. They're so quick for such big guys as well. Always managed to get me. This is... Thought we'd get the trade. Didn't work in my favour, but never mind. So we're going to open up, and then we're going to do Keeper of the Old Lords next. This is a fairly straightforward boss if you don't run into the fire, which I do a couple of times. Because at this lower level, you just kind of take it for granted that you're just going to kill all the enemies because they are a lower level. Oops. So that's the room I cleared earlier on, and then we're going to run across to do the Keeper of Old Lords. This boss actually becomes a normal kind of enemy in the later dungeons, with 2 dogs as well, which is always fun. But yeah, straightforward. Practice your parrying if you want. It can help. You're going to see me do a mess. I can't do the parrying. I always get it wrong because some of them have really narrow windows. That's my excuse anyway. There we go. So yeah, it's a simple enough. The fire that he did, whatever. Yeah, so don't get carried away doing that. Yeah, it works. Whoa, that was close. It works on the smaller ones. that you will do as a sort of random enemy later on. You can just get the parry in and then go for the kill. Again here, try and get that kill in. That one more hit would have done it, but they were on me. Shame, never mind. So yeah, they do a mixture of sort of pyromancy and fire. Pyromancy and sword. But yeah, it's either just go in with the charge R2 is probably quite good as well, to be honest. But it's a good time to try and practice a bit of parrying, because the boss that we are doing after this, Pthumerian Descendant, is simple enough this time around, but we will meet them later on. And parrying is pretty much a must for taking them down effectively. So have a mess around parrying. If you don't like the blunderbuss, go and get the pistol. It is more direct, but does a bit more, has a bit more punch to it. But it obviously doesn't have that spread. You have to be a bit more accurate. So that's level 3 there. We've finished that now, obviously, and we're going into the side area of level 3. That was a trap, so that's why I broke that. And then we're going to go and get some more ritual blood in here. There's how much? 6 in here. The final 6. We've got 3. I've got a few random drops myself. Hopefully you get some as well, although you don't need them. I'm going to show you why there's enough. So clear this place out. Yeah, this happened to me both times I did this. The enemies will bunch behind this door, which is a bit strange. It almost comes through as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, that. There we go. Clear room without even going into it. There's another random drop. And then you can open this up and you're going to get 2. So this puts you at 5 out of the 9 you need for the next ritual. Just 9 ritual blood, that's all we need. After that we start needing other things as well as ritual blood. But we will get it in due course, we'll get it all, so don't worry. Do not move forward here. There's a boulder. It will kill you in one go, even if you run into the back of it, so watch out. Follow it down and go down here. And there's going to be a treasure room, essentially. There's a few of these in the tombs. This is literally a treasure room. Yeah, so watch out for... I don't think any of these are actually active traps. They just look like them. So it's a bit of a paranoia thing. I'm going to start destroying them all. But yeah, there's just this enemy here. And the little one at the start. I can't see any switches, but not taking any chances. So these rooms usually have several or a few chests in them. So you have the main one at the back, which is Sage's Wrist. We don't need that. That is a material we do not need. Ritual material. 2 Mould, again, we don't need. That is for the root chalice dungeons, the random ones. We don't need that. So this one, I think that's an active trap there, but I'd destroy it anyway. This is the one we actually want. This is the ritual blood level 3. 4 of them, so that brings us up to the 9. There is one more actually in layer 3, but that gives us the 9 we need, so we can now go to the next place. So yeah, watch out for the ball again, and then quickly duck in here and continue on. There's just a few extra items up here, that's what I'm coming to get. Fire paper, which is always good. Madman's knowledge. Another ghost. Hopefully you get the 10 drop on the blood vials. Not for me this time. There are some interesting bosses and enemies in these dungeons that would have been good in the main game. Because I could imagine a lot of people not really bothering with this. Especially casual players. Yeah, there's whenever you see smoke like that, there's usually something hidden behind it. Wasn't this time though. You can destroy the smoke clouds. There's usually a sort of pot or something that is the smoke emanating from it. I don't know if that's the case here. Yeah, you can see them just there on the left. If you break that, the smoke stops. Right, so that was a quick detour to get some fire paper. Then we get some extra bits here and leave and go and do layer 3. So we're going to drop down basically. a bit more tomb mould in here. If you want it, just a quick detour. Don't step on the middle one. Yeah, again, tomb mould. Not something we need, but it's for... There we go, another random Ritual Blood 3. Yeah, it's for the root stuff, the root chalices. Yeah, this door here, you're going to open it up and you're going to see that there's another door. You can't open it from this side. It's actually inside layer 3. You need to go round the other way to open that up. Right, we've come full circle now. We're going to drop down. That's where the chest was. There we go. So now we can leave and actually go and do the full part of layer 3 now. Didn't need to avoid that. I've already destroyed it. So once again, with layer 3, there is going to be a summon you can use, which is always handy, just to have them around with you. They should easily survive to the boss if you want to get them now, which I will do. It's Olek again. He's quite handy to have around. So there's the door to get out, to do the boss. That's the door to the secret area, which I'll do in a minute. Wait, the area we just saw. Another one. A lot of random drops. Definitely more than my practice, that's for sure. Yeah, in here, there's going to be a final Ritual Blood 3. So you'll have 10. We only need 9, so you should definitely have 10 by now. In here, there's a little hidden chest. Pungent Cocktail, definitely helpful for beasts later on, so make sure you grab that. And then there's Olek here. So you can summon him now, or just wait till he's full health for the fight. I'd just get him now, to be honest. He should survive quite easily. There he is. Come on. Yeah, again, the main areas seem to be the shortest. The side areas seem to be the kind of longest. It's a bit weird. You can usually get through the main area pretty quickly. Although I'm coming this way to show you that hidden room, just in case you want to go to it. Sage's wrists in this chest. Just a brief detour. I know I keep saying I'm not going to show you all of the areas, but if it is like a quick 2-second detour like that, yeah, I'll show you just in case you're wondering. Right, let's go and do the switch. So ignore that door. We're going to be dropping down there once we've finished up here. So go do the ladder. And there's going to be another one of these sort of pyromancers, the crouched down pyromancers here, plus lots around the edges. So yeah, do watch the edges. They will be sitting on the floor waiting for you. Yeah, you don't want to get a big group on you. Yeah, I forgot these fireballs actually track pretty well, actually. So yeah, you're going to see them do kind of 1, 2, and it will track you. So you want to dance around it. Do not... Yeah, so I could have gone in for the hit then, but there is a wall of fire they can do that will one-shot you, so be careful with these. So 3 is usually it. Go in after that. It should be fine. Yeah, just ignore them. You'll fight them off. And you can go and get the actual Bell Maiden, and it will obviously kill them. And there she is. And this is where the switch is as well. Convenient. And of course, Merciless Watcher. Once again. Right, so let's go do the boss. Pthumerian Descendant. Yeah, the second time we take this guy on can be quite testing. So yeah, I'd definitely play around with this one again. It's because you're not going to take as much damage. You will have a friend with you, so it's going to help out a bit. yeah, and kind of find the time. I cannot find the timing with this one at all. Yeah, you're going to see me firing all over the place. I think it's because of the clothing as well, and in the second half they have 2 blades as well. So just, I don't know, that's my excuse anyway. I'm sticking to it. So yeah, you see I've switched to single-handed, ready to try. Emphasis on try to parry. They're quick as well. Very quick, they'll close the distance. And they'll do quite a lot of damage. Especially the second time. So yeah, they are just a normal size, well, slightly larger than normal. I don't know why I shot then. Yeah, complete... Yeah, no, too slow. I'm too slow on the timing. Very quick enemy. There we go. Finally got one. Very quick. It's just embarrassing at this point. Definitely when you see the rest of it. But yeah, they'll do sort of the swipe. It's a chain attack they do. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities to hit them with the parry. But if your timing's terrible like mine, more than likely you'll miss. Like that. There. That was coming down at the time I shot. That should have been right. I don't know. You can also parry when they are going for Olek as well. So yeah, halfway through they'll split the sort of sickles that they've got into 2. Go two-handed. There's a good opportunity for an attack when they're doing that. So make sure you get that in. Nowhere near on the timing. I'm going to give up in a minute. And then decide, no, I need the practice more than anyone, I think. Yeah, I was determined. Come on, we've got to finish. With a visceral. Just shoot randomly at it. Like then it wasn't even attacking and I got the thing. That's why I shoot randomly. Because there was no attack going on then, but we got the stagger. So I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, it's done. Lower Pthumerian Chalice, that's where we're going next. We have the 9 Ritual Blood level 3 that we need. So everything we need to go and do the next one and go even deeper into these hellholes. Some of them are slightly different, like the I think it's the Chalice of Is that we already have, has a different aesthetic to it. So yeah, there are some that are a bit different, but most of the time it is the same. Yeah, all I'm going to do here is level him. Endurance up to 40. Once you're at 40, stop at endurance. You won't get any more on the bar. So no need there. Yeah, I'm just going to use a bit of the Coldblood I have and do it. So yeah, I do apologise for that final fight. It was a bit of a mess, but it is easy enough. Like I said, just play around with the easier bosses to get used to their movements and things like that for when you have to take them on later on. Right, I'm out of here. Just a few levels. Yeah, just one more endurance to get that up to 40. That's all I'm doing. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Farewell, good hunter.